The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Hump Day! Looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where fall is finally arriving this week.
Is it?
It's getting there. No 90s in the near future. The high, well, right now it's 76. The high is 80. The low is 52.
He is Shannon Gross. That is Nate Newton. This is Kurt 2 Pump. Daniels get 3 pumps. We'll get you a flag in the back. It's Kurt Bean. Keep it as live and local. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak.
Brought to you each and every show by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Wings!
Thank you again, Wingstop, for making them bellies full on Monday.
Who's in the back?
Stuff. He called you Kurt Beam.
He did.
Did I call you Kurt Beam?
Sure did.
Chris Beam.
Sure did.
Kurt Beam.
Kurt Beam.
Live and local.
We just let that fly.
Yeah.
Kurt Beam. How you guys doing? Mentals and dentals?
Good, man.
Good.
Good.
Any appointments coming up? Health, teeth, hair, massages?
Probably should.
I'm going to see a movie tonight.
What? You getting out in the wild
I'm going to see
tonight?
a movie tonight. Remember
You and Josh?
Me and Josh? I'll go with Josh. I'll kick it with Josh.
Josh is a movie guy, right?
Yeah, I'll kick it with Josh.
He's probably already seen it. What are you going to see?
I'm pretty sure Josh probably hadn't seen it though. Last Dragon.
What's it called?
The Last Dragon.
That old kung
Fu movie?
Yeah, but the black.
You and Josh said, he looks at me and goes,
Bruce.
yeah,
What was
of
that?
course.
Yeah.
Bruce
You've seen
Leroy. What movie was that in?
He's like catching. He was like, he was doing. He was fighting Show Enough.
Yeah.
Am I the meanest?
yeah.
Show Enough.
That's on at the movies?
Yeah, so they're so
40th anniversary?
AMC has like this thing. Can we say that? Oh, I already said it anyway. But they have this thing where they kind of like have these throwback movies that they'll just put back in theater for a couple days, and so it's been in theater Monday, Tuesday, and today's the last day.
Oh, that's a great
So-
movie. Show no.
40th
Show
anniversary.
enough, 40th anniversary of it. So I'm
Show enough for Harlem.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get me some popcorn, man, and go watch
That's a good
and go
movie.
watch that.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. How often do you go to the movies?
Very, 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 very seldom.
You like this movie that much?
I do. And it's like, because there is a scene in the movie where they're in the movies. And I like, this movie is, I remember this movie as a kid. Like, it's 40, the movie's almost older than me. I'm 41, the movie's 40 years old, But I remember this movie as a kid, and to see it in the big screen is like, that's kind of cool,
Yeah.
So,
Good for you.
I like this movie, yeah.
So everybody be on the lookout. Jesse's out in the wild after dark
Wild,
tonight.
baby. I'm out in the wild,
Watch
baby.
out.
Hey.
Might go get some dessert in them TPs.
The TPs, baby. I'm gonna bring that cheesecake. Bring the cheesecake, man. Couple of them aftermarket donuts.
Man, we're looking at the Broncos locker room on the NFL Network right now. Sean Payton talking to a bunch of half-naked men. Wonder what he's talking about.
Well, I don't want to know.
You sound jealous.
Might be.
You sound jealous.
I do not want to know.
Now, Nate, you've been very rarely do you watch film 2 days in a row. I think you've watched film 3 days in a row this week. You got the pad in here again. Is this the best team the Cowboys have faced so far?
I think so.
Yeah.
The most complete defense, I think. All I've watched is the front. These
That's all right.
guys.
Jesse was watching the back earlier before you
Yeah.
got here.
Oh well.
Wow.
We'll see.
You know what I
guys-
mean.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
they
talking
want
about.
me.
Yeah.
They want me. They
Wow.
want me.
That's cold-blooded. The only team that has been able to run on these guys have been the Baltimore Colts. They rush.
Indianapolis Colts.
Excuse me.
Talking about old school.
Everybody.
The Kurt Beam.
Like, damn.
Kurt Beam Colts. But yeah, you're right. The Indianapolis Colts, they rushed for 167 yards. 165 of that was by Jonathan Taylor. And they still almost won this game. Redone field goal gave the Colts the victory. They have 34 sacks. They play a base 3-4 defense, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. And I promise you, they don't take a lot of their players off the field. They have a great rotation. Nose tackle, DJ Jones, right defensive end, John Meyer Franklin, left defensive end, Zach Allen. These guys, number 99, 93, 98, and number 93 is the nose guard. Buckle up, whoever the center is, because number 96, I can't pronounce his last name, Eyioma. These 2 guys can play. They can flat out play. They don't get the pub. These are the guys that I talk about. They don't get no pub. You're going to hear about Nick Benito. You're going to hear about Jonathan Cooper. You're going to hear about but these 2 guys, they do the dirty work. They give up 93 or 96 yards a game rushing. They give up 90-something yards rushing, about 3.4 or 5 average. They do not let you run the football. No matter who you are, their job is to stop the run. We have our hands full, gentlemen. They will go to an even look when they go to their dime packages. Vance Joseph is their defensive coordinator. He does a hell of a job. Now, he will bring number 9, the safety up, the guy they got from San Francisco, Talanado. How you pronounce that, Jess?
His last name is Hufunga.
No, the first name.
Nah, I'm out on that one.
Yeah, Hufunga.
I'm out on that one.
He is a fungus because he will come up in there. He will hit you.
Yeah.
He's a decent cover guy, but he will hit you. And all of their guys can tackle. But they will run some stunts. They will run some games. They will blitz every now and then. But most of their blitzes are with the linebackers. Everybody is a pass rusher. They got 2 guys with 3 sacks, 1 guy with 6 sacks, another guy with 8 sacks. They got a bunch of guys with 2 sacks. The only team that they didn't get multiple sacks against was the Colts. And like I say, they ran the ball for 167 yards. Daniel Jones did a hell of a job of getting out of the way of that rush because they still knocked him off his spot a lot. Jesse, I have nothing more to say, but let me say this. Our right tackle and our left tackle, you have to be on point this week. You have to be on point this week. Whoever your center is, you're not going to always get some help. You are not going to get help at least 60% of the time in pass rush situations because they will bring their inside linebackers up and make those guards hesitate. And that little spark plug 93 will get up under you. So these guys are not going to let you run the ball. Against the Giants, there were 4 bad, blown mental plays, and it cost them touchdowns. But when the game got in the lurch and things got tight and they got that little dinky whatever touchdown at the end, it was over because Denver is not going to stop playing hard and fast. So they're going to play hard and fast.
Question for you. They're first in sacks with 34. The Rams are right behind them in second with only 20.
Right behind them.
Well, they're behind them. They only have 26. So what makes Denver so good at rushing the passer?
Because they stop the run. They make you feel like you cannot run. Now, Vance Joseph will hit you with different looks, with different angles. Like number 99 can play anywhere. Zach Allen can be over your guard. He can be over your tackle. And number 15, the Benito kid, is pronounced right, Nick Benito. Yep. He's on both sides. He's playing. He can hit you from different angles. And then all of a sudden you'll see number 9, the fungus blowing up in there. So
they make you one-dimensional by taking away the run?
yes, sir. And for all of you fans, one day y'all gonna learn that asinine 9, 10, 11, and 12 know what he's talking about. All right, okay. What's wrong? Go ahead, on Jess.
You know what? You had a whole lot to say after you said that's all I got to say.
Go ahead, I'm
You pulled
sorry,
a Jesse.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jesse. Go ahead, on.
I'll get it out your system, baby. I love it. I love it. I love when Nate. I love when Nate get on his rants, boy. It's comedy.
You can feel the passion,
man.
You know it's a good defense when when Nate's coming with both hands swinging.
Yeah.
They will come. They bring it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And he's not lying. He's not lying at all. Like when I turn on film at times, I just kind of like the first couple of plays, maybe 4, 5, 6 plays. I'm looking for a feeling. Like I'm watching. And I'm trying to I'm like, what do you see when you see this? And the first thing that jumped off the page to me was communication. When you watch them on film, you see 5, 6, 7 guys. I mean, they're talking. I mean, like they're over here and they're over here and their hand signals and like everybody's communicating. Everybody on that defense is communicating, right? Now, another thing I saw was like, they're relentless. This is a relentless group. This group is a group that will come after you. And as you can see, the last game, they don't care if they're down 20 points. They don't care. They're not like this is a group that you can tell takes pride in their performances. And they're like, whatever they do on offense is what they do on offense. Here's what we got to do. Like that's the kind of group you see out there. They're not looking for the offense to bail them out, or of course any defense would like to have a lead, or would like to have some points scored, but they're relentless. They are nonstop all day. All day. And when Nate starts rattling off 99, 93, 98, 97, it's reminiscent of what you saw in Carolina with those 90s numbers. Right? Those guys up front, they're looking to come and to knock you on your tail up front. Like they're looking to reposition themselves to reposition that offensive line. Right? And so that's what you have to deal with. Vance Joseph is going to mix the coverages up. They do like Nate was saying, they do a bunch of different coverages. They're going to play man-to-man. They have one of the best cornerbacks in the league in Patrick Surtain. So I don't know how they're going to position him. I don't know if he's going to follow CD or not follow CD, or follow George or not follow George. Because sometimes you take your best corner and you go, all right, we'll put him over here and then we'll double the other guy. Right? So I don't know how they're going to do it. But you can for sure bet you're going to see a bunch of different coverages, man-to-man being one of them. And they do a lot of cut coverage. When you see
what's that mean, Jess?
So like what ends up happening is you'll see robber coverage or cut coverage and stuff like that is where routes will start. They'll have 2 single high safeties back, or they'll have 1 down, 1 back. And as the play develops and guy starts cutting across the field, that safety will come down and cut that route off. So anything that's coming across, he'll cut it off. Right. So they'll do that. Like I said, that's when they call it cut coverage. They'll do that. They're rolling those safeties. The communication is superb. Like when you watch it, you just always see them talking. And they even had some mess ups in that game. And I guess when you run that many variations of coverages, you're going to run into that. But it's not because of lack of communication. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. I can tell you that it's not because of lack of communication. They're relentless. They're physical. They're fast. And who Nate was talking about, Hufanga, if you remember him, he was in San Francisco.
Yes.
This was the Troy Polamalu understudy. So he's one of the guys who he gonna hit you. Yeah. He gonna come down and he gonna fill whatever alley he's supposed to be in. He'll be there, and he's coming. He's bringing the pads with him. But it's a good defense, man. It really is. And this is going to be. And one of the things that saved the Giants a little bit was the athleticism of the young kid, Jackson Dart. Okay. His ability to get away from some of that stuff and to move around in the pocket is really what gave them a chance in a lot of situations, because they were bringing the heat. They were bringing the heat to the Giants up front. And so this is going to be one of them games where I believe for Dak and for Shotty and this offense, one, continue with the quick throws. Like offensively, let the ball go. Like there's no need. We're not looking to let the ball go. And this is going to be one of them games where Dak's he's athletic enough. But you're going to see where the strength of Dak's legs, meaning the power of them getting off tackles, getting off, potential sacks, will come into play because they're bringing the house. They're bringing the house every single down. When I say bringing the house, I should say the energy they're coming with. They're going to blitz you, but every single down, those guys up front are coming at you like you guys said earlier. 34 sacks, lead the league in sacks. You got two guys who combined have 13 sacks, 14 sacks. So that just tells you right there. And those guys are up there. Who is it? Nick Bonito. Burns, I believe Brian Burns from the Giants has 9. Another guy may have 9, and then it's Nick Bonito has 8.
Yeah,
so he's up there in the conversation, and then you got another guy who has 6, so he ain't too far behind his running mate. It's a good defense.
That's Jonathan Cooper.
Jonathan Cooper, yes.
I thought Nate called him arrogant before the show. I thought that was an interesting description.
Number 98, he plays, I think, on steel over on that side. He will look to crank it up with you. If you want to crank it up, he'll crank it up. And little number 90, little number 93.
When you say little, does that just mean short?
He's 6 foot, about 3. Look him up for me, Kurt. He's six.
DJ
6
Jones.
foot. DJ Jones.
Yeah, he's 6 foot 305.
305.
That ain't little.
But no, I'm telling you. He would get up under a center, man, and he would jack with him. And you see how Hoffman like to agitate folks? Well, number 98 and number 93 agitate folks.
So
but the bottom line is, their results is either a sack or a solo tackle for no gain or a loss.
Yeah, you'll see 98 like a lot of plays. He'll get up. He's the one.
Yeah, he's the hype man.
He's the hype man. He's the hype man.
He like an Antoine Woods, little fire plug.
He's definitely the hype man. But
so we might see some hands thrown this game.
You might see this. It's going to be some feistiness.
Scrappy
for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Couple of stats. Broncos defense is ranked 4th in points allowed at 18.1 per game. 3rd in yards allowed, 274.1. And maybe the most important stat of all, because we know the magic number here with the Cowboys. Last week was the first time they've given up 30 points all year. They give up 32. So
yeah.
All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, more football. Cowboys offense, more of Denver's defense on Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by blockchain.com.
Blockchain?
Blockchain.
Sorry.
Thank you, blockchain.
Blockchain.com.
Sorry. All right. It's okay. Jesse was a little occupied.
Sorry.
Looking at something on his phone. It's okay, though.
Ever since he looked at that lady outside before the
Throwed him off. Throw the whole show off.
Y'all saw what I saw. Y'all be throwed off too.
Throw him
Oh, no,
off.
I've been throwed off on the divorce. Been throwed off twice.
Oh, so Patrick Surtain, one of the best corners in the league.
Tell us about him, Jess.
Jesse, is there anybody in this league, defense-wise, that can hold this tandem group of receivers under, let's just say, 150 yards combined? Because if you take one of them out, right, you ain't taking both of these dudes out of the game, are you? Because we in the past we've seen receivers here get shut down and sit on the sideline, pout, get taken completely out of the game, not have a catch, have one or two catches. You're not doing that with these two guys, are you?
And I'm add on. And can we win this game if we throw 65 times?
Nah.
No.
Oh, man.
Nah.
Oh, man.
Nah. This is gonna have to be a balanced game because
Yeah.
you bet you drop back 65 times. That stat number that we said 34 sack number, that's going up.
Way up.
That's going way up. Patrick Surtain, if I'm trying to think, I don't want to misquote myself. Might be. You got Derek Stingley Jr. in Houston. Patrick Surtain might be a top 3 cornerback in this league currently as we sit today. Like he might be. He's in that conversation. Patrick Surtain, Stingley.
Sauce. Nah.
Sauce is very beatable. Sauce doesn't.
Who's a shutdown corner? Is there a shutdown corner in the league right
Patrick Surtain might be
now? The closest?
if there's considered, and I'm doing my air quotes for those who are listening, not on the YouTube. He might be the closest, but when you have, and Nate, when you have two great players, when you had Deion and Jerry, when you had Deion and Michael, right? Like do you shut them down? Right? You maybe limit them.
Minimize damage.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't unless you like completely bracket and just play. You're not shutting CeeDee Lamb down just on some man-to-man. Now, is he going to go off of 160? Maybe not. But if you think you're going to line up man-to-man all day long with CeeDee Lamb, oh, you in for a battle today. You went for a good 12-round fight. You know what I mean? That I would love to see as a sports fan, as a football fan. I would love to see that. But Patrick Surtain's one of the best. He's one of the best. He is.
He's got a 69.6 passer rating against. 69. That's pretty good.
Where is he ranking in the whole
69
deal?
is very good.
What does he rank in the whole out of all the corners? You have that?
Yeah, but it's hard to tell because some of these guys don't get targeted very often.
Yeah. I think Patrick, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, and this is not me trying to, placate or pump up or y'all say like, oh, I'm scared. I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't got to play. So I'm gonna be at home with y'all. Ain't nothing to scare me.
Right. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Kurt, nobody can go out there and put hands on me. I'm gonna be at home. I'm gonna be at the studio. Well, Patrick Surtain is one of those guys where it's gonna be a really good matchup. Now, I don't know. Again, I don't know how Vance Joseph is going to decide to do it, but I'll just say, not consistently going at him is not a bad strategy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad strategy. Putting CD in the slot and then now making him have to play both ways, not a bad strategy. But just to line him up on the island, and that's the difference. If you're going to line up him over George Pickens, he's going to be out there on the island, right? And he ain't Marshawn Lattimore, so I don't think what happened with Marshawn Lattimore is what's going to happen with Pat Surtain. He's a different player. He's a really good player. I don't know how to say it. I believe in CeeDee Lamb's skills that much. I believe the way this offense is rolling right now is tops in the league. So shutting them down, I don't think so.
Is there anybody in the league that could shut them down? Any team in the league? Or
This team here can, for one reason, Jesse said that we can't throw 65 times.
They'll get after the quarterback.
They can get after the quarterback, bro.
Yeah. And I wouldn't, and I people are not gonna want to hear this, but I wouldn't want to have to go see the Packers again. No. Just defensively. Mm-hmm. They'll get out. Mike is getting his sea legs. He got his legs now.
I was gonna say, shutting them down, shutting this offense down isn't taking receivers out of the game.
No,
it's getting pressure to where you don't have time to throw.
Yeah.
The thing that I'll continue to, for our guys, for us, I mean, because I know when you listen to other shows, they give you fantasy. But for us, we're going to give you the real, bro. And if you had to play right now the Green Bay Packers, one thing that's going to be that they're not going to let you do, any team that want to really get after us, they're going to take 33 out the game, fellas. Mm-hmm. And we should have made Rico Dotto non-existent so this kid could have beat us. He couldn't have beat us. The quarterback cannot beat us. So sometimes you got to realize who can't beat you. Rico, they're not going to let this kid, Javonte Williams, beat them.
Yeah.
They're not.
They've only lost 2 games, both by last-second field goals. Is this the best team Cowboys have faced so far?
Like Nate was saying, man.
Maybe if you face the Packers at that time, is this going to be the best team?
This defense right now, to date, is probably the most complete.
The most complete, yeah.
Go back to when you talk about communication.
Yeah.
And how they talk across positions and across formations. Is that something the players have to initiate and decide themselves? Does that come from the defensive coordinator? Does that come from the head coach? How does that work?
There's not a defensive coordinator in the planet that it does not emphasize
communication
over communication. Mm-hmm. There's not one.
Just whether the players listen.
It's just whether the players want to do it or not. And that's what comes down to because sometimes you just have players that are just in the layman's sense talkative. Mm-hmm. Like you just have some players who are just communicators in their everyday life, right? The really good ones understand that. You watch guys like Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. Like those guys, put them in front of a mic right now. They're gonna talk. Mm-hmm. So on the field, it's not you know what I'm saying? It's not a
personality,
push.
Right?
It's a personality thing, right? And so they're always willing to talk. But the really good football players and good football teams, pick the sport. Communication is key. Basketball, football, baseball, being able to over-communicate things, and it may sound mundane or may sound a little bit just overzealous with it sometimes, but every single play, we all should know what the heck we got.
Right.
And every time, because we live in the day and time now with offenses that are shifting and motioning and all that kind of stuff, so don't just assume because we were in the same meeting that I heard the call and that when it shift and the shift, that I got the next call. Yeah. Over communicated.
Because that's a common theme you've heard throughout this year on this team is lack of communication. So I was just wondering if that's player initiated or from the top down or
it's all of the above. And Sean Payton as a head coach, he's a guy he's on top of everything, right? Yeah. He's a CEO of that team. He's a guy who's been a head coach in this league for, feels like 2 decades now. You know what I'm saying? So he understands the importance of it all. Mm-hmm. Offensive line. Nate knows, hey, if the quarterback check, we all should be talking. When the center says we going here, everybody, all right, cool. Roger, Leo. And we all on the same accord. But good teams have that aspect about them. It's coached, it's taught, and it's drafted. I want guys who are going to be able to communicate. If you can, and this you're not going to get 100% of guys being just overly talkative. But I need, especially those my safety, my linebackers. I need my guys communicating and talking. And when you have success, it makes it even more easier. So it's across the board, but it starts at the top and then it works its way down.
All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, more football. Hanging with the boys. Be right back.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/cowboys.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys. Boy, do we have a question for everybody here. Inspired by Good Morning Football. Thank you. We'll get to it in just a minute. But our third segment, each and every show, is sponsored by 7-Eleven, where there's a $5,000 winner every single day. Shop with 7 rewards and play the in-app game for a chance to win $5,000 in cash. New daily cash winners only at 7-Eleven. Are you Kurt Beam? Next. No purchase necessary. Ends 1/6/2026. U.S. and D.C. ages 16 and over. For full official rules and free gameplay, go to 5k-day.com/rules. All right, here's a fun one. We like to have fun on this show. This is a great question posed by Good Morning Football. Their question was, what former NFL player would you want to unretire to help their team this season? My question for you guys is, what former Cowboy would you unretire in their prime to help this football team out right now at this point in the season? It's got to be defense, because I think you're pretty good. It'd be fun to unretire some offensive players.
I'm retiring.
That's a great idea.
They need some nasty.
That's a great idea.
They need some nasty.
So, Kurt, who would you unretire in their prime? I'll go all the way back to Bob Lilly. In the origin of the Cowboys, in their prime. Now, obviously, there's
Bob Lilly
differences.
Tossed up to date. No, stop.
Well, that's the thing. Like we were
Bob
talking
Lilly get tossed up to date now.
so much.
I'm joking because I know people gonna be like, Jesse, you shut up. You're a hater. You don't know the legacy of Cowboy history.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
Let's just say it's like inflation, and their body type
weight
adapted to today's game. Who would you pick?
Well, knowing who you would pick, I'll go with Randy White. I think. I mean, again,
Who you going with?
I'm changing mine now.
Oh,
I'm changing. I'm going with the best, one of the best defensive players in NFL history. Give me Prime.
Oh, really? You go outside instead of inside, huh?
He wouldn't play.
He wouldn't play with them?
Because he would say, y'all ain't got no pass rush. I'm just telling you what he would tell you. I ain't coming.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'll go fishing.
Well, if I couldn't get Prime, then for sure give me D-Ware. Give me D-Ware.
Get some edge help.
Yeah.
What about you, Nate?
There ain't but one person that can come in and fix this thing right now. Give up them 2 first-round picks right now for Randy White. Give them up. Give them up this year and next year.
So we were talking.
You said 4 picks, huh?
You get all 4 of them. All 4. Since y'all want to get rid of them.
So, Kurt, you brought up a point. Like, could Randy White at 257
He
pounds?
was not 257 pounds. I played with him. He was not 257 pounds. Randy was about 270, 280. Randy was.
Hell, he's 280 now.
He is.
All
He
muscle.
was a. I'm not saying he was better than number 99 because I have the ultra respect
Aaron Donald.
for Aaron Donald.
Mm-hmm.
But Randy is taller than Aaron. Yes, he's taller than Aaron Donald.
How tall was Randy?
I just had that up.
And I know he weighed just as much as Aaron because I played against him.
Mm-hmm.
And lightning quick.
What made him so good?
Explosive.
He's way taller than Aaron Donald.
He was explosive and had great hands. And when he wanted to play with leverage, he can get up under you. He can go around you. He can shoot a gap with purpose. He can shoot a gap with an idea because Coach Landry was so formation orientated.
Yeah, you got it.
The point where you had to know the formations. So if you were a smart enough player, you see a formation and you playing the percentages, you better be able to explain that to Coach Landry. Well, Coach, I saw this formation here. That's why I took the gap. But Randy, you got to do what we asked you to do. Yes, sir. But but it's a 5-yard loss. What you gonna say?
Yeah.
And that can anybody that can make plays the way he did behind the line of scrimmage. I was with the Washington Commanders, and we were in a 4-week training camp. We would take one period out of each training camp, out of each day, and they would call it Randy's period, Randy White's period.
That's crazy.
And we would run wham plays, trap, long and short, influence plays to beat him up. And I used to be sitting there. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm like, wow, they looking at a way to destroy this man. I'm sitting there.
Why were they doing that?
Because he was great. Because he was great.
Okay.
Because he was great. I'm telling you, they would take, and I'd be like, they do this almost every day. Randy White, period. Straight up. I seen this with my own eyes.
Why were they trying to destroy their own teammate, though?
No.
When he was with the Commanders.
Washington Commanders used to do this.
I lost that part. I got you.
Yeah, the Washington Commanders, they used to do this. I used to be like, wow. And so when I got to the Cowboys, first thing I said, boy, Randy, you good, bro. You good.
You got your own period.
Yeah, I said, man, back with Washington, they had a whole period for you, bro. He'd just smile. Brother, it's only a few players that I think can play in any era.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a few. Lawrence Taylor, Randy White, little number 99. They wouldn't have gave him a chance because he was short. They wouldn't have gave him a chance.
Yeah.
But he could have played. It's only a few guys, Reggie White, that could play in any era. Any era, Because they were physical, they was tough, they was quick, they was explosive, and they was intelligent.
I thought you might say Charles.
Haley?
Yeah.
No, they'd have broke his back. It wore out eventually, but it went, boy.
How do you think a personality like Charles, no nonsense, get on or get out would
They
fit,
wouldn't have cared.
Would fit? You don't think today's locker room?
The days like when they deal with that. These kids right now knock Charles out right now, so they ain't dealing with that. Them kids gonna challenge Charles.
We're talking about Charles in his prime.
Yeah.
Charles in his prime, these kids ain't got a chance.
Nah.
Charles in his prime, he'd hurt some of these kids in here.
Yeah.
Right. Well, he wouldn't have stood for a lot of what goes on now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And what it ended up what would happen is that he would have forced ownership to do something different.
Yeah.
Either get rid of him or get rid of that.
One or the other.
One or the other. Yeah. You answered that correctly, Jess.
He would have forced ownership to do something.
Yeah.
But if he's playing at an all-pro level, it would have been him.
Right.
Because his heads would have been, I ain't just beating on you to beat on you. I'm beating on you because you ain't doing what we need you to do to be good. Like, never mind. I'm not gonna say the name.
The thing that's amazing about him.
Thank you, Lord. I see that I caught my tongue. I wasn't.
The thing about
Took you 8 years, but you started to catch on. Huh?
the thing about Charles was he was willing if he felt in his heart that you cared. But if he saw that you didn't care, or he was gonna talk about you like a dog. He was gonna try to break you to the point where you couldn't perform on the field and they won't have to get rid of you.
So I know you credit him a lot with helping you out and getting you in shape and helping your career. What did he see in you that made him want to
the film? Because he told me, he watched a lot of film. He said, man, I used to watch you, man, the first 6 games of the year. Boy, I be like, this kid gonna be all pro, man. This dude, if he keep doing it, then he say he'll watch film like 8 games, after about 8, 9 games after the season. Like, you don't even look the same. You done gained like 10 or 15 pounds. You ain't moving as quick. You ain't as fast. He said, you can tell you can play, but you just ain't the same guy. He said, we're gonna change that.
So he saw potential in you?
Yes.
And that's what made him.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing about it is, one thing you weren't gonna do, whether I was in shape or not in shape, and I didn't win every battle. I got some games, but I looked it bad, But one thing you wasn't gonna do, you wasn't gonna break me. Yeah. Whether I was 380, whether I was 210, I wasn't finna let you break me, guys. I be saying, Rico broke us. I would have hit this dude. Never mind. Yeah. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at the Lord. Look at the Lord.
He's in the room today.
Yeah, man. Boy. Would you just think, man? Would you let if you know it's coming? It's one thing to come in here and rush for 200 yards, but you know it's coming. In the first 10 plays, you see it coming, and nobody from a coaching staff to a player did nothing. Come on, bro. But come on now. I'm talking about the coaching to a player did nothing but took it. Not me. Not Charles. Not Michael Irvin. I done seen him run out on the field and cuss our defense out. I'm serious. I done seen Darren Woodson get an interception or get a fumble. And I'm running out on the field jacked up, and Darryl look at me like, I see you dance. Once you score a touchdown, you're fat. I was like, whoa, hold on, man. I ain't even your boy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even your boy. I mean, I was his boy, but I'm like, come on now, you go talk to somebody else like that. Right. Man, you don't even hang at the at the pole like that, the stripper like that. Me and Mike at the pole. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Kurt, we got a minute left. Anything you want to cover before we get out of here?
I had one question. You guys have kind of touched on it. You mentioned the nose.
You just knocked your mic completely out of service.
No,
yeah. Okay.
Jiggle it.
Oh.
Jiggle it.
It's obviously really important.
There you
go. You had talked about Jones, one of the defensive tackles, and you mentioned the safety, Hufanga. Mm-hmm. And their leading tacklers, Singleton, the middle linebackers, they're real strong up the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
That has to make a huge difference. And how do you combat that, I guess?
They set the edges well. When you give up 93 yards on average, you have to sprinkle in enough run plays to keep them honest. And what I mean by that is their linebackers are good. I'm talking about their middle line, but they're good. They can get back into coverage. They ain't saying they great cover guys. I'm saying, but they can get back where they belong. You always want them taking a step forward, always, because that helps Dak. You always want them taking a step. So you got to run just enough. But if that number 93 or number 96, if they let these two guys start taking over the middle of our offense and making our running back have to take a stutter step, it's over. It's over. And that's why I asked Jesse, because I remember the Carolina game, can we beat these guys if they force to abandon the run?
Yeah, you'll lose that game. You'll lose that game. But, to answer your question from my perspective, Kurt, Nate always talks about the middle of the defense. And it's not just the nose tackle or whoever you have in there, but it's that linebacker. It's that when you have
triangle.
When you have that solid middle lockdown, it makes life so much easier for you defensively because I'm stopping the run. My linebackers are free to roam because my penetration up front is solid. So now the guards and the centers and the tackles aren't getting to the next level quickly. My linebackers, my middle linebackers, who's usually the force dude, right? So he's the dude that's spilling everything to the Sam in the wheel, right? So he wants to be the one coming downhill. Well, if I'm taking on the center or I'm taking on a guard, then I'm not coming downhill, right? And now I get blocked into the pile and they mash it all up and the run's coming right at where I should be at. So if I get a solid guy up front who pushes that pocket back, now I have a linebacker that's free. That now clears up my vision for everything in the secondary from the safety position because now I see everything coming. All those holes are blocked up, and now anything that's coming across from there, I'm on it. So, like, having that thing down the middle, that's why you want good linebacker, good safety play, good, your nose up front to be able to eat some of those blocks up. Man, when you have that, that makes everything else better because everything now is going to funnel out to those other guys. Yeah. If I got it, because if I can beat you down the middle, I can do whatever I want now. Now you can't stop anything. But if I make everything go east and west, we can rally to that.
Let me ask y'all one question, and we'll talk about it another time. I want everybody to know this. If we lose number 95, Kenny Clark, is that his name?
Yes, sir.
Y'all know who's next in line. Just leave it like that. Just leave it like that.
That's an ender.
Yeah, just leave it like that.
All right.
Think about who's next in line.
Jesse, Nate,
Yeah.
Kurt, good stuff today. Fun show. Chris.
Look at him. He always bumping his thing.
Kurt Beam, thanks for keeping us on the air. Josh, thanks for keeping him company. We'll be back tomorrow with Cowboys defense.
Yeah.
Denver offense, or maybe just all of Denver's offense.
No, Cowboy defense. You said the boys played last week. Let's go. Eberflus got the boys playing.
All right, we'll talk about them. We saying any names yet, or we just
no
names yet? All right, we'll talk about the defense tomorrow.
No names.
On Hanging with the Boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?